life in jail because he did a couple tricks on people. Oh, he took somebody's hat off. Mr. BongBong Marcos himself is over visiting the Pope, trying to be Mr. Christian himself, Mr. Catholic himself, over there with the Pope. The Pope's dead. Yet he has overcrowded prisons. Rats running around. 28 people to a bunk. Treating people inhumane. 70 pesos for 3 meals a day. Now, maybe food's cheap over there. Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? But tell me why the prisons are overcrowded. Tell me why the prisons have rats. The running water doesn't run. You call it running water, but it doesn't run. Supposedly all this stuff, right? You know it's true. He's going around spending all kinds of money, going over to see a dead guy. Could have saved some of that money and put it in the prison system. Putting people in jail for pranks. Well, putting people in jail for pranks is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you can't see everything right here. Right there. You can't see everything. We got other people around here. I'm going to introduce. Let's get this thing rolling. In 1983, Marcos himself and his family get kicked out of the Philippines. 3 years later, he's allowed back. In 1986. 2022 looked like a landslide election. It's the restart of the regime, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is a regime. Okay? He's like a dictator in there. And he's going to make an example. Mr. BongBong Marcos is going to make an example out of Viataly. Listen to this, people. Excuse me. Oxford University takes pride. Oxford University, United States. Oxford University takes pride of the graduates. Mr. BongBong Marcos has to go around lying, saying that he's a graduate from Oxford University. It's ridiculous. Anyways, BongBong Marcos, for treating people inhumane, the United States government filed suit against Mr. BongBong Marcos, the president of the Philippines, the current president, regimed president that had been formally kicked out of the Philippines, seeking refuge in Hawaii, going around telling people that he graduated from Oxford University. Oxford doesn't want him saying it. He still continues that he graduated from Oxford University, lying. The United States took Mr. BongBong Marcos to court. Mr. BongBong Marcos personally owes $353 million. If he steps foot in the United States, he will be arrested immediately. They have a warrant for his arrest. But hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to make an example out of Viataly. Mr. BongBong Marcos owes $353 million to the United States government for inhumanely treating his own people in the Philippines. Yet, he's going to put Viataly in jail for doing, excuse me, pranks, taking somebody's hat off, picking a fan up and walking it down and... Mr. BongBong himself, owes $353 million. But now, as being president, he has a diplomatic something, whatever it is. I'm a stupid bird. Okay, I got a bird brain, ladies and gentlemen. Because of diplomatic situation, as being president, he cannot be arrested. He's still scared to come to the United States. Little pussy. Mr. BongBong Marcos himself is a pussy. That's right. Gonna make an example out of Viataly. Fucking ridiculous. I think that's the first time I said that word. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Feck, 1 foot cock. You're watching Feck TV here, ladies and gentlemen. Fecked Up TV. This is fecking celebrity boxing. Bare knuckle boxing, just like BKFC, ladies and gentlemen. Today, your main card. Since it's the Thrilla in Manila 2, the Filipino people seem to do stuff backwards, okay? What about the 350,000 illegal Filipino people running around the United States? Cruise ships come to the United States and the Filipino people get off at the port and they don't report back. Airlines, same thing, airlines. Airlines show up, the crew doesn't show up for the flight back. Other countries have to pick up the flight to go back with the plane. It happens over and over and over again. We got Viataly taking somebody's hat off. I mean, I'm trying to get to the boxing match here. So, we're going to go with the main card first. The main card, ladies and gentlemen, is Viataly versus BongBong Marcos, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's get started. The Thrilla in Manila, ladies and gentlemen. Straight out of the dirty prison in the Philippines where they don't get fed. It's overcrowded. For some reason, the people are so nice there that they have overcrowded prisons. It doesn't make a bit of sense now, does it? I know it. But the prisons are inhumane. But Viataly took somebody's hat off. Viataly hasn't had a bath. Viataly's probably not going to be able to box very good. Viataly is boxing for his freedom, ladies and gentlemen. The Russian American who helped save the Philippines from the reign of the Japanese people, ladies and gentlemen. The Russian American Viataly is fighting for his freedom. And if he wins, BongBong Marcos owes $353 million to the United States government personally. Not the country, him personally. He'll have to pay that when Viataly wins. And Viataly gets his freedom. If BongBong Marcos wins, ladies and gentlemen, Viataly goes to prison for the rest of his life for taking somebody's hat off. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a recap of the Thrilla in Manila 2, ladies and gentlemen. Viataly versus BongBong Marcos. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Down, down, Ladies and gentlemen, right before you stands before you the man that took somebody's hat off in the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, the YouTuber VITALY. Ladies and gentlemen, stepping in the ring. VITALY stepping in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to face BongBong Marcos himself.